Android is home to a great many games across a great many genres, including action games, which is what this best list will be focusing on. With the wide variety of action games on Android, we wanted to narrow down the best ones to sink your teeth into. Whether you're looking for an action game that's insanely fast-paced or something a little more reserved, we've got you covered. That being said, not every game is going to be to everyone's tastes. And some may not like any games on this list. That's okay. We'll also be updating this list from time to time. So keep an eye out for other games that get swapped out. Call of Duty Mobile was a good way to start off this list because it's perhaps the most action-filled action game out of our selections, and it's definitely one of the best action games on Android currently. This is Call of Duty in the way that you'd expect, but sized down to fit on mobile devices, yet without really losing any of the quality and fun gameplay. And it looks great visually. Now in its 12th season at the time of writing, Call of Duty Mobile is constantly adding new modes, new maps, and new guns to outfit your loadout. And now that it has shifted to the improved Battle Pass system, the game is much better than it was when it launched in October of 2019. If you love Call of Duty for the guns, then you'll love the gunsmith feature that was added to this game not too long ago, which was brought over from Modern Warfare. While this is a free-to-play game and the loot crates can get a little out of hand, there is a metric ton of free unlockables, good ones at that, which you can acquire just by playing thanks to the Battle Pass. There is no reason not to try out Call of Duty Mobile unless you hate good free games and/or first-person shooter action titles. Otherwise, grab it and dive in. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night isn't just one of the best action games on Android, it's one of the best action games on any platform. If there were ever a spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, this is it. While not tied together through the story, the gameplay is very similar, but with better graphics, unique characters, and challenging battles between you and the denizens of the underworld. With development led by former Castlevania producer Koji Igarashi, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night offers up some excellent side-scrolling Metroidvania gameplay that is just the right amount of difficulty. You can play as multiple characters, level up and unlock new abilities, and discover all kinds of weapons and secrets throughout the game. And surprisingly, the touch controls are very well developed. So it should play and feel just like if you were playing it on PC or console. Having just recently launched, you can pick up Bloodstained for $9.99. Which isn't bad at all for a premium mobile title of this caliber. Dead Cells is another game in the action category that takes on a side-scrolling Metroidvania style. But it adds the elements of roguelike mechanics, which means if you die you have to restart from the beginning. This brutal challenge makes Dead Cells hard to put down, especially if you strive to do better than your last run. The permadeath feature is no joke. And that might initially turn some people off from the idea of playing it. But the threat of permadeath forces you to increase your skill and learn how your enemies operate. So over time you improve and overcome your enemies. It also makes for an interesting experience, as each playthrough could end up being just different enough to keep interests high. Mega Man is an iconic franchise that many gaming enthusiasts will be familiar with. Whether you grew up alongside the release of the original games or discovered them much later. Mega Man X Dive is the newest Mega Man game to hit the market, and it's the newest Mega Man game on mobile. It comes with modern graphics, so it looks just as good as you might expect from a game in this genre that isn't a retro port, and mostly contains the same great style of gameplay that made Mega Man so popular in the first place. You can even perform combo attacks and take on boss challenges should you feel like you're ready for them. And there's a co-op mode too. So you can play with friends, or you can fly solo if there's no one else to join you on the adventure. Overall, it has good touch controls as well, which isn't always the case with action games on mobile. This is a free game, but there are microtransactions. On top of that, some players seem to be complaining that they're fairly prominent. So be forewarned. Among Us is a game that's been around for over 2 years now, but has only garnered lots of attention over the last few months. It's available on PC and mobile, and it has crossplay so you can play with friends no matter which of the two platforms they're on. The goal in Among Us is to find the imposter. You are one of a small group of people on a spaceship who is getting ready to set out into the great depths of space. But the imposter wants nothing more than to kill everyone off. You will need to work together with the other crew members to figure out who the imposter is, or complete all the tasks to ensure victory. Or, if you're the imposter, then your goal is to cause chaos and try to kill all the other crew members. All without being discovered. The game supports online play, and it supports local Wi-Fi play with up to 10 players and as little as 4. On, sell and more. You're wondering what Brawlhalla is? Think Super Smash Bros., but with a mix of unique original characters and familiar characters from animated pop culture TV shows and Ubisoft games. Brawlhalla is a Ubisoft game, after all. It's a platform fighting game that looks and feels a lot like Smash, and you'll find playable characters from Adventure Time, the Rayman series, and more. Some of the characters are only available as DLC though, so that's worth keeping in mind. Matches can contain up to 8 players but don't necessarily have to have that many. And there's a training room that you can enter to hone your skills as a Brawlhalla legend. It has crossplay too, so you can link up with your friends who are on PC or console. There have been many Soulsborne-style games that have made their way to mobile, all attempting to capture the magic of what that series offers for PC and consoles. Pascal's Wager might just be one of the closest games in comparison. It's a challenging action RPG title that will not take you by the hand and walk you through things step by step. It doesn't technically throw you right into the deep end, but it isn't extending a helping hand either. The game boasts multiple playable characters, expansive worlds to explore, at your own peril, and challenging boss battles. It's not quite the Demon's Souls remake, but if you wanted something somewhat similar that you can take with you on the go, give Pascal's Wager a try. This is also a premium game, so you're paying once for the title and then you don't have to buy anything else. It does however have some DLC available that add new content to play through. But there are no loot boxes or other microtransactions, and no monthly subscription fee of any kind. PUBG was the original battle royale before other popular games hopped onto the scene. And PUBG Mobile is PUBG, but on a smaller scale. Though it does carry most of the same features. Whether you prefer the smaller matches that have teams of 4, or the massive matches where there are 100 players on a giant map all trying to win, PUBG Mobile has it. The game also ends up delivering numerous content patches with additional gameplay, features, collaboration events and more. The most recent, for example, was a tie-in with popular singing group Blackpink. In fact, there are daily events and challenges to participate in. So if you miss a couple weeks, you'll also miss some exciting content. This is the perfect game for anyone who likes the thrill of shooter titles that have you constantly watching your back thanks to the sheer number of other players in your match. Plus, it's a free title, so you've really got nothing to lose. If you don't like it, you can simply uninstall. Black Desert Mobile is more of an MMORPG than an action game, but it does have plenty of action combat. So we picked it for this list because it's an excellent game and one of the best action games on Android. Since this is an MMO as well, there is a huge world to explore with hundreds upon hundreds of quests, dungeons, raids, multiplayer PvP, multiplayer PvE and more. There's also quite a few playable classes to choose from. What stands out the most though, is the gorgeous graphics of the characters, surrounding world, and especially, the ability effects. Sometimes it's fun to play this game just to run around and see the beauty of the attacks. Even if you're not accomplishing anything. All in all, Black Desert Mobile is a good action game to pick up if you want something that always has stuff to do. It's not really an action game that has an ending. Which means you can hop in at any point and enjoy whatever the current events or activities are that are going on. And those happen pretty often, just like in PUBG Mobile. Black Desert Mobile is also a free title, so there is no monetary commitment. Though it does offer things you can buy with real money, so keep that in mind. Black Desert Mobile is now 1 year old, too. So there's currently a special event going on within the game to celebrate the anniversary. This includes some cool rewards for players, so it's a good time to jump in and give it a try. That is it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you then please subscribe. And tell me in the comment section next on which topic do you want.
كم سنة وأنا حبك أنا من كم سنة